What's up, trading family? Welcome back to our channel. I am Kenya Horton, and in today's video, I want to talk to the trader who is feeling discouraged. I want to talk to you because I know that it is by no mistake you are watching this video. I want to tell you my experience and something that is going to resonate with you. I want to help you to stop losing money. And if you are asking yourself, should I quit and do something else? Is trading really for me? I want you to watch this video and take away the tips that I share with you. So let's hop right into it. Before we do, I need you to do me a favor. It really helps our channel. Go ahead and smash the like button for me. And if you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so that you can receive more trading tutorials just like this from us, okay? So let's go ahead and hop in. So I want to share with you a personal experience of mine, okay? That's going to resonate with you, I'm sure. Now, years ago when I first started trading, I was introduced to trading by a friend who I felt was having great success. Now, I wasn't new to trading because my husband had experience. He was trading a different financial market and doing very well. But I was really hearing about this Forex thing and I was like, okay, what is this? I also have traveled a lot. So I understand currency, the value of currency. So that was very it was attracting to me. So I started watching a friend and I saw that she was doing very good. She was with a trading company that she was learning from, but she was also doing a lot of the work on her own and just really educating herself. She had the type of lifestyle that I wanted to duplicate. Okay. Now, I had a great life at that time. I had already had a business that I was doing full time with my husband. And I just wanted more streams of income where I didn't have to rely on other people's effort to get it. And so I decided, you know what, I'm going to dig in and learn more about this Forex thing. But one of the problems I have to say is that I was kind of distracted by the messages, the common messages that we see all around us, trade and you can make thousands in a week, and you can have this large account very quickly. You can make it just like that. You see this person over here driving a Porsche, a Tesla, a Lamborghini. They're going from one luxury house to another. And so, yes, I look at those things and I'm like, well, wow, if they can do it, I can do that too, right? But we don't even know if all of that is true. We don't know if they're renting these houses, renting these cars. For me, I'm not that type of person. No matter how much money I make in the Forex market, that's not my mentality and that's not my desire, is to be flashing, all these shiny cars and properties and, trying to attract people into this profession by doing that. That's not who we are. So for me, I was more attracted to someone who was more like me, someone who was succeeding in the markets and doing something that I wanted to do, but they were similar to me, right? So I got started. I knew how to make money really quickly in Forex. Now, I tried to do it on my own, and I'm very disciplined, organized, structured, and I felt like, you know what? I could just watch a ton of YouTube videos. I could do this on my own. I learned about baby pips, and I went and started studying baby pips. But over time, I realized that that wasn't working for me. I needed more. I didn't have someone to answer my questions, and so I had to back up and do something different. Long story short, I decided to get into a program, and like you probably invested in many programs and still didn't get what you need, okay? That was me too. But let me be frankly honest with you. It wasn't the programs that didn't work. Some of them did have gaps, and that's why we were able to kind of come up with a solution and create our own academy. There were a lot of gaps in the marketplace. So I was able to learn from those gaps, and a lot of things that were turned around, they were turned around because I took a step back and I had to do some things different. So while I was able to make money, and also I would say make it pretty quickly, I was really good at that, I realized. But when it came to crashing and burning, and I mean burning, I did that well too. So the truth is with Forex, you can make great money fast, but you can also lose it just as fast. And if you don't have the proper skill development, then that doesn't mean that you're not good at this and that you should quit. It just means that you haven't honed the proper skills that you need to be successful. So for example, I wasn't great at risk management. I was horrible. And you'll hear me say that in several videos. So one of the things that I had to do was I had to step back and I had to decide, how I was going to turn things around. So I knew that risk management was a problem for me. It wasn't that, these programs didn't work. It was one, although I was trading, we love the charts, right? We love placing trades, but how many of us are really doing the work? How many trades are you demoing? Now ask yourself this. I want you to own it, because this is what I had to do. I had to own it. And I had to really realize that I wasn't doing the proper work to get the results that I wanted to see. There were also things that I didn't understand that I needed more help with. So for example, yes, I was taught risk management. I was taught use this type of stop loss when going into a trade. I was taught how to use a trailing stop loss. But honestly, I didn't really know effective trade management. I wasn't able to, unfortunately, see what is a practical example of how you get into a trade and what does that look like from a trade management perspective, right? So many of us don't get that. That was something I wanted to offer people in our program once I really had a good foundation of it. So one, you have to step back, and if you are losing, one of the ways you're going to stop losing money is to stop trading in your live account, because your skills are a reflection of where you are at any given moment. Just because you are losing trades, it doesn't mean that you're a horrible trader. It is just a reflection of where you are at the moment. And you have to decide, what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses, and what do I need to do to turn this around? So one, you need to master risk management. Okay, there's different ways that you can do that. And it goes more beyond knowing how to use a trailing stop loss, how to put your trade into break even. It goes more beyond that. You have to find what works for you. Number two, you also have to develop discipline. Okay, so how do you develop discipline? You're going to be able to develop discipline by, after you have adopted a strategy. Now you can have a winning strategy, but if you don't have proper risk management and techniques that give you rules as to how you manage yourself when you are in the trading environment, you're going to continue to fail. So you have to develop proper discipline. Your discipline is going to come from you doing the work. For me, I stopped trading in my live account and I started focusing on a very small account. And I didn't focus on making money. I focused on following the rules that I outlined for myself in my trading plan. And guess what? If I didn't follow those rules, I had consequences for myself. So if that meant me taking longer to trade in a live account, then I didn't trade in a live account. And guys, you need to make those same rules for yourself, because guess what? If you can manage a very small account, you can manage a very large account, but you have to take the proper steps to do that. So the third thing you need to do is, once you have the risk management, you also have discipline, you then need to have the proper trading psychology. And that's going to come from you doing the work before that to get there. Okay. So developing the proper trading psychology, understanding that in our profession, you're going to lose money, point blank, period. So that means that you have to set yourself up for scenarios that allow you to have some type of resolution when you find yourself in a situation. So when you're in drawdown, for example, how much drawdown are you going to take on, right? But also understanding and having the mental psychology that if I own the fact that I'm going to lose money, I already understand that, then mentally I'm prepared to function when I'm in that situation. But if I prepare situations that pretty much cover me when I'm in the worst case scenario. So what is the worst case scenario? We lose all of our account, right? So we lose all of our accounts. So what type of things can you put in place to help you prevent from doing that? So how do you start doing these things? So what I always recommend is, one, always invest in education. Never stop investing in education. Even if you take a program and you feel that you have it all now, you don't. You always have to be a lifelong learner of trading in order to keep growing. You need to go to conferences. You need to be with a like-minded community. You need to find maybe a mentor, someone who you can learn and duplicate. Look for someone who has the results of where you want to be and look to duplicate them. You can have them as your friend in your mind or mentor for life. That is one thing you need to do, okay? So invest in education, adopt a mentor. Those are things that you need to do. Once you find a risk management plan, you want to slowly start putting goals and steps in place for you to meet those goals. So I recommend that when you trade in your demo account, trade an amount that is similar to the account that you're actually going to trade in the future. Don't trade a $50,000 or $100,000 account when you don't have that in real life to trade, because you're just wasting your time. All right. So those are a few tips that I have for you. But more importantly, I just really wanted to make this video to encourage the person who is feeling this way, because we just got a message. We get these messages all the time, but I got a message this week from a student who wanted to know, I see all these great things going on with BK Forex Academy, and I love Brian and Kenya. I love their Telegram. I love everything they stand for, but I've invested in so many programs, and I don't know if this program will be my final stop. And you know what? I'm just going to be honest with you. We have traders who have been amazing, who have followed our system. They're doing great now. They're doing good on their own. We have plenty of testimonials to back that up. But guess what? We also have traders who have not succeeded with our program for one reason or another. Mainly, what I see is traders who don't put in the work. They maybe start out strong and then they fall off, and then they try to get back on and then they fall off. They don't fully commit. And there are reasons why that happened. It could be life got in the way. It could be anything. But what we need to know is that life is going to happen, right? But that's why we have to create a plan that's going to help us get the results that we want to see. And when we fall off, we also have a plan to get back on track and keep going. So I just like to be real and honest with you. You have to be real with yourself. Really ask yourself what is preventing you from getting to where you want to be. But I'm here to tell you, don't stop. Because guess what? Imagine if I would have stopped when I got discouraged just like you. If you go and just look at our track record, look at all the things that we've done, you can look at you don't even have to look at my own results. I think the results that we've gotten other people is more important than my own results. And if you love our learning style, then if we can do it, why can't you? So I just wanted to make that video to share that with you today. I hope that this encourages you, that it inspires you to keep going. I want to thank you guys for watching. And if you have comments, need help, tips, advice, go ahead and drop those comments in the comments section, and we'll do our best to answer as soon as we can. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell. There's more info in the description of this video, and I will see you in the next video.